You can see they're an absolutely massive yield. And that amount of venom there is enough to kill a couple hundred grown men, no worries. Snakes, feared for their fangs, admired for their grace. But what if their venom held the key to saving lives? This video dives into the world of venom milking. Why do they do it? How do they avoid becoming a snake's lunch? And most importantly, how does this venom turn into a life-saving miracle cure? Get ready to explore the science behind venom milking and the heroes who put themselves on the line for medical breakthroughs. The dangers of snake bites. Have you ever gone on a peaceful hike through the woods, only to be shocked by the rustling noise coming from the grass? All of a sudden, you find yourself with 2 holes in your leg, which, depending on the snake that bit you, could be either a minor injury or a reason to call your mother and tell her how much you care about her. Snakebite envenoming, the medical term for venomous snakebite, is a far more significant issue than most people realize. Every year, this silent threat claims a staggering number of lives. According to the World Health Organization, around 2.5 million people worldwide suffer from snakebite envenoming annually. Of these, an estimated 81,000 to 137,000 people globally lose their lives to snakebites annually. That's like a plane crash every single day. The picture gets even bleaker when you consider the long-term consequences. Approximately 400,000 people suffer permanent disabilities each year due to snakebite complications. So what exactly makes snakebites so dangerous? The culprit is venom, a complex cocktail of toxins specifically designed by snakes to subdue and kill their prey. When a venomous snake bites, it injects this venom through its fangs. This venom can wreak havoc on the human body, targeting various systems and causing a range of symptoms depending on the specific snake and the venom's composition. Imagine the terrifying scenario where a snake bite disrupts your ability to breathe. This is a very real possibility, as venom can attack the nervous system, leading to paralysis, a combination of symptoms where your body starts to shut down. One particularly dangerous neurotoxin found in the venom of crate snakes is alpha neurotoxins. These toxins specifically target nerve cell communication, causing paralysis that can lead to respiratory failure. The fatality rate from a crate bite can be as high as 80% if untreated. Snake bites can actually cause a series of other concerning symptoms in addition to paralysis. Venom can disrupt the blood clotting process, causing uncontrolled bleeding. This is often caused by hemorrhages, enzymes present in the venom of vipers like pit vipers like rattlesnakes, copperheads, and cottonmouths. We can see these very prominent holes. So you can imagine that when you get bitten by a rattlesnake and then their venom caused to punch holes in your blood vessels, then you will bleed out from the inside. Uncontrolled bleeding can lead to shock and even death. The fatality rate from a pit viper bite in North America is typically less than 5% with prompt medical attention, but can be much higher in remote areas without access to antivenom. Your kidneys, those vital organs responsible for filtering waste products, are also vulnerable. Venom-induced damage can potentially lead to kidney failure, a condition where your kidneys can no longer perform their essential function. This can be caused by cytotoxins, another component found in various snake venoms, which damage and destroy cells throughout the body. In the most severe cases, extensive tissue destruction at the bite site can necessitate amputation to prevent further harm and infection. This is often a consequence of the combined effects of several venom components, including cytotoxins, hemorrhagens, and enzymes that promote tissue death. Don't forget that bites from non-venomous snakes can still be risky for your health. Even though they don't have potent toxins, they can cause infections if they break the skin. And some people might have allergic reactions to snake saliva, causing swelling, pain, and discomfort. The burden of snakebite envenoming isn't evenly distributed across the globe. This silent threat disproportionately affects vulnerable populations living in rural, agricultural areas of Africa, Asia, and Latin America. These regions often have limited access to healthcare facilities and essential medical supplies like antivenom, a life-saving treatment that can neutralize the venom's effects. Time is of the essence when dealing with a venomous snakebite. Every minute counts. Antivenom, the key to counteracting the venom's effects, needs to be administered as soon as possible. Delays in seeking proper medical care can lead to severe complications like organ failure, tissue damage, and even death. The risky process of venom milking. Snake bites can be a scary experience with the venom, paralysis risk, and organ failure on the line. The good news is, we have antivenom ready to help. But how exactly do we get this crucial ingredient? That's where venom milking comes in, a practice that might sound straightforward, like milking a cow, but is far more complex and, yes, dangerous. Picture a scientist in protective gear, carefully getting close to a snake in a secure enclosure. This isn't like any farm you've seen before. It's a venom milking facility, a special lab set up for handling venomous creatures. This is where the art and science of venom extraction meet. So how does milking a snake actually work? Unlike cows, you don't attach a milking machine. Trained professionals typically stimulate the venom glands of the snake to encourage venom secretion. This can be done in a couple of ways, but it all boils down to gentle coaxing, not forceful extraction. Once the venom starts flowing, it's collected in a sterile container. Every drop is precious, destined for analysis or processing into life-saving antivenom. But remember, even this seemingly simple act of collection carries significant risk. Venom milking is an inherently dangerous practice, so safety measures are paramount. Milkers who prioritize protection wear a full suite of protective equipment, including helmets, face shields, and thick gloves. They meticulously plan and execute every step of the process to minimize the risk of bites and exposure. These milkers believe the added safety is worth any potential loss of dexterity. However, other experienced milkers choose to forgo protective equipment, believing their skill and technique are more important than physical barriers. As one milker stated, "I don't wear gloves, they hinder my dexterity." These milkers feel that protective gear can actually make handling the snakes more dangerous by restricting their movements. They accept the inherent risks of the job. These milkers prioritize having full control and dexterity when handling the venomous snakes. But it's not just snakes that get milked. Scorpions, those 8-legged arachnids with a nasty sting, also play a role in venom research and antivenom production. The milking process for scorpions shares some similarities with snake milking, stimulating the venom glands to collect the precious venom. Interestingly, a recent study compared two methods for collecting scorpion venom: manual stimulation and electrical stimulation. The results were fascinating. Venom collected electrically was of higher quality and quantity compared to manual extraction. This highlights an important point: minimizing stress and trauma to the animal during milking not only improves safety but also leads to better quality venom for research and antivenom development. Venom milking is far from a glamorous job. It requires a unique blend of expertise, training, and a healthy dose of courage. These professionals are the unsung heroes behind the scenes, facing potential danger to provide the raw material for life-saving treatments. Types of venom milking facilities. We've talked about the adrenaline-pumping world of venom milking, where skilled professionals extract venom from venomous snakes. But where exactly does this fascinating process take place? It turns out, the answer isn't as simple as one might think. There's a whole world of specialized facilities dedicated to the safe and ethical extraction of venom, each with its own unique mission. So, let's dive into the different types of venom milking facilities. Imagine a high-tech laboratory humming with focused activity. Scientists, outfitted in specialized personal protective equipment, meticulously handle venomous snakes housed within secure enclosures. This isn't a scene from a thrilling Indiana Jones movie. It's a modern venom extraction center, a critical component of research and antivenom production. These facilities are like Fort Knox for venom, with state-of-the-art equipment and rigorous safety protocols in place. Snake enclosures are specially designed to prioritize both snake well-being and efficient milking. Think temperature-controlled environments, strategically placed hiding spots to minimize stress, and surfaces that are easy to clean and disinfect. When it's milking time, The professionals here use specialized tools to gently stimulate the venom glands, coaxing out precious drops of venom without harming the snake. Every step is carefully monitored, and the extracted venom is meticulously processed and stored for future use. But venom extraction centers aren't just about collecting venom. The scientists here are also on a mission to unlock the secrets hidden within this complex cocktail of chemicals. They analyze venom composition, study its effects on different organisms, and contribute valuable data to the ever-evolving field of venomics. In short, venom extraction centers are the ground zero for venom collection, a crucial first step in the development of life-saving antivenoms and groundbreaking medical discoveries. Zoos and wildlife centers might conjure up images of playful otters and majestic lions, but there's a hidden world of venom lurking behind the scenes. Many zoos house venomous snakes as part of their collection, and you guessed it, they have venom milking programs too. Snake milkers at these facilities wear multiple hats. They're venom extraction specialists, ensuring the regular collection of venom for research and antivenom production. But their duties extend far beyond milking. These professionals are also champions for animal welfare. They meticulously care for the snakes, ensuring they receive proper nutrition, veterinary care, and enrichment activities to keep them healthy and happy. And let's not forget the educational aspect. Zoos offer a unique platform to educate visitors about the importance of snakes and ecosystems, the dangers of snake bites, and the fascinating world of venom. Imagine getting to see a venom milking demonstration as part of a zoo tour. The fight against snakebite and venoming doesn't just happen in labs, it extends to the very front lines of medicine. Hospitals and specialized snakebite treatment centers often have venom milking programs as well, but with a different twist. Here, snake milkers have a more clinical focus. Their expertise lies in snakebite management. They work closely with medical professionals to diagnose and treat snakebite victims. This might involve identifying the type of snake involved, which is crucial for selecting the right antivenom. Then administering antivenom itself, and managing any complications that might arise from the bite. To put it plainly, the venom milkers are like first responders, using their expertise to help in times of crisis. The story of venom milking takes an interesting turn when we look at conservation-focused facilities. Here, the focus isn't solely on collecting venom for medical research or antivenom production. These facilities are driven by a passion for snake ecology and conservation. Snake milkers in these settings play a vital role in understanding the role of venom in snake behavior and their interactions with the ecosystem. By studying venom composition and its effects on prey, scientists can gain valuable insights into how snakes function within their environment. This knowledge is crucial for developing conservation strategies and protecting vulnerable snake populations. Many of these facilities also work closely with wildlife conservation organizations and participate in educational programs. Imagine a researcher studying the venom of a rare viper, not just for its medical potential, but also to understand its role in controlling rodent populations, a win-win for both science and conservation. As you can see, the world of venom milking facilities is far more diverse than one might expect. From high-tech extraction centers to educational zoos and conservation outposts, each facility plays a critical role in the bigger picture. The importance of antivenom. Our exploration of venom extraction centers has shed light on the meticulous procedures involved in collecting this vital research material. However, the story doesn't end there. The very venom that poses a threat can be transformed into a powerful tool for saving lives, antivenom. Let's explore the science behind antivenom production and explore how scientists harness the power of venom to create a life-saving treatment. Antivenom acts as a highly specific antidote for snake bites. Scientists extract venom from specific snake species, then carefully inject it into animals like horses or sheep. These animals' immune systems react to the foreign venom by producing antibodies, specialized proteins that target and neutralize the venom. Finally, scientists collect and purify these antibodies from the animal's blood to create the life-saving antivenom. This process essentially harnesses the body's natural defense mechanisms to create a powerful treatment for snakebite envenomation. Antivenom works by binding to the venom molecules, effectively neutralizing their toxic effects. It's essentially a game of capture the flag. The antivenom antibodies grab the venom molecules before they can wreak havoc on the body's systems. But here's the crucial point: time is of the essence. Antivenom is most effective when administered as soon as possible after a snake bite. The longer the venom has time to circulate and cause damage, the less effective antivenom becomes in reversing those effects. It's a race against time, and having readily available antivenom is critical in saving lives and preventing permanent disabilities. Remember how we talked about snake bites disproportionately affecting vulnerable populations, especially in areas with limited access to healthcare? This lack of access to antivenom further exacerbates the problem. Every year, hundreds of thousands of people lose their lives to snake bites, and thousands more suffer permanent disabilities. But there is a glaring problem with antivenom. It isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. Different snake species have different venom compositions. An antivenom designed to neutralize the venom of a cobra wouldn't be effective against a rattlesnake bite. This is why it's crucial to have access to antivenom specific to the venomous snakes found in a particular region. Unfortunately, shortages of certain antivenoms are a harsh reality in some areas, putting lives at risk. The good news is that scientists are constantly innovating ways to make antivenom production more efficient and accessible. Techniques like lyophilization, a process that removes water content and increases shelf life, are making antivenom easier to store and transport, especially in resource-limited settings. Antivenom isn't a new invention. The first antivenom was developed way back in the 1890s, and its arrival was a major medical milestone. Imagine the fear and helplessness people faced before antivenom. A venomous snakebite often meant a death sentence. The introduction of antivenom offered a new era of hope in the face of this ancient threat. Scientific advancements driven by venom research. Snake venom might seem like scary juice, but it's actually a fascinating mix of hundreds of chemicals. Each one of these chemicals is like a tiny superpower waiting to be discovered, with the potential to revolutionize medicine. But figuring out what each superpower does used to be a frustrating mystery. Luckily, science has stepped in with innovative technology. Think systems biology, next-generation sequencing, proteomics, and genomics. A fancy way of saying scientists now have a powerful decoder ring for venom. These tools are helping researchers understand venom in incredible detail, paving the way for new medical breakthroughs based on these hidden superpowers. Think of a field called venomics, a dedicated area of study focused on understanding venom using these fancy new tools. It's like having a microscope so powerful you can see the individual components of venom down to the tiniest detail. High-throughput proteomics and next-generation sequencing are the stars of the show here, allowing researchers to analyze venom from even the rarest creatures with incredible speed and efficiency. Remember how we talked about antivenom being made from antibodies that target specific venom molecules? Venomics takes things a step further. It's like going from a basic grocery list to a gourmet recipe. We're not just identifying the ingredients in venom, we're understanding how they interact, how they function, and how they might be used for good. Systems biology throws another powerful tool into the mix. Imagine it like a conductor leading an orchestra. It helps us see how all the different components of venom work together, a symphony of molecules with a specific purpose. This deeper understanding allows us to identify and characterize the truly bioactive components within venom, the ones with the potential to become powerful medicines. Snake venoms, in particular, have become a prime target for venomics research. Using transcriptomics and proteomics, scientists have identified hundreds of bioactive compounds in snake venom, revealing an incredible chemical richness. Imagine a venomous snake as a walking pharmacy, each bite a potential source of new drugs. The latest addition to the venom research toolbox is genomics, particularly the power of whole genome sequencing. Think of it as cracking the venom code. This data is like a detailed map, revealing the very genes that control how venom is produced and how it evolves over time. This isn't just about scientific curiosity. Understanding venom evolution helps us predict how venom might change in the future, allowing us to develop better antivenoms. And whole genome sequencing sheds light on how venom is regulated within the snake itself, a crucial piece of the puzzle for future venom milking and antivenom production strategies. Challenges and solutions. We've seen the exciting potential of venom research, with the promise of revolutionary medical breakthroughs. But the journey from a snake's fang to a life-saving treatment isn't exactly a walk in the park. Venom itself is a complex thing, throwing some significant challenges at scientists trying to unlock its secrets. The first hurdle lies in the sheer complexity and diversity of venom. Imagine a single drop, not as a simple liquid, but as a microscopic pharmacy. It's packed with hundreds of different bioactive compounds, each with a specific job, some designed to paralyze prey, others to aid digestion. Scientists are like detectives trying to decipher the function of each molecule and how they work together. It's a fascinating puzzle, but a complex one nonetheless. Another challenge arises when dealing with rare or elusive venomous creatures. Picture a researcher wanting to study the venom of a recently discovered viper in a remote rainforest. Obtaining enough venom for a comprehensive analysis can be a major obstacle. These creatures might be difficult to locate, and ethical considerations regarding animal welfare limit the amount of venom that can be extracted. Even when scientists identify a promising compound within venom, the road to turning it into a usable drug can be long and frustrating. There's a vast gap between the multitude of identified venom components and the few that actually make it to the medicine cabinet. Testing and optimizing these venom-derived drug candidates takes time and significant resources. Imagine a potential painkiller derived from spider venom. It needs to undergo rigorous testing to ensure its safety and effectiveness in humans, a process that can take years and millions of dollars invested. This valley of disappointment discourages some researchers, but the potential rewards keep the most determined ones pushing forward. The high costs associated with venom research can also be a major roadblock. Advanced technologies like next-generation sequencing and proteomics are powerful tools, but they come with a hefty price tag, and the long testing phases required for venom-derived drugs further escalate the financial burden. This can limit research opportunities, especially for smaller institutions or those in developing countries. Finally, one of the most pressing challenges in venom research is the lack of access to effective and affordable antivenoms in certain regions. This creates a heartbreaking global health disparity. While some parts of the world have readily available antivenoms that can save lives after a snake bite, others lack the resources or access to this life-saving treatment. These are just some of the hurdles scientists face in the exciting world of venom research. But fear not. Just like any good scientific pursuit, there are creative solutions brewing in the labs. Let's explore some innovative approaches that are making venom extraction and antivenom production more efficient, cost-effective, and safer. Imagine a world where extracting venom doesn't rely solely on manually milking snakes, one tiny drop at a time. This future might be closer than you think. Researchers are exploring innovative milking techniques that are less stressful for the snakes and potentially yield more venom. One promising approach involves using low-voltage electrical currents to stimulate the venom glands, mimicking a natural bite. This method could be a game-changer, especially for obtaining venom from rare or endangered species, where traditional milking is limited. Another futuristic concept is the idea of culturing venom in a lab setting. Think of it like growing venom in a petri dish. Scientists are exploring ways to isolate venom-producing cells from snakes and replicate the environment where they naturally create venom. This approach, while still in its early stages, holds immense promise. Imagine being able to produce venom for research or antivenom production without relying on the snakes themselves. Nature is a brilliant inventor, but sometimes scientists can learn from its blueprints and create something even better. This philosophy underlies the concept of synthetic antivenoms. By studying the structure and function of venom components, researchers are exploring the possibility of creating synthetic versions that mimic the venom-neutralizing properties of antivenom. This approach could lead to the development of more affordable and readily available antivenoms, potentially addressing the challenges of global accessibility. As we saw earlier, venom composition can vary significantly depending on the snake's location. This means a one-size-fits-all antivenom might not be effective against all snake bites. To address this issue, scientists are focusing on developing geographically specific antivenoms tailored to the unique venom profiles of snakes in particular regions. This targeted approach ensures that antivenoms are more effective in neutralizing the specific venoms that pose a threat in different parts of the world. This is my hope, and to be able to study these magnificent creatures and their effects, but also to help the people that need it the most. Conclusion. So, there you have it. From terrifying fangs to life-saving treatments, the world of venom is fascinating. It's a story filled with brave scientists, fascinating creatures, and enough scientific jargon to make your head spin. But here's the real question: would you be up for a job as a venom milker? Picture yourself facing down a grumpy cobra, ready to milk out every last drop it has. It's not for the faint of heart, but hey, at least you'd have a killer story to tell at parties, assuming you survive, of course. Or, what if you were offered $1 million, would you do it? If you're feeling a little more risk-averse, you can still be a part of the solution. Research on venom-derived medicines needs all the support it can get. So spread the word, tell your friends, and maybe even consider donating to a venom research organization. Who knows, your contribution might just help develop the next miracle cure based on a spider's venom. If you like videos like these, be sure to check out our channel for similar content, and as always, leave your opinions in the comments below. Until next time.